how to avoid offences while chanting Harinam. So when one is chanting Harinam, one focuses on the chanting, and by not letting useless thoughts coming in, when one is chanting and one has the shraddha, the faith, then one will be avoiding the offences to the holy name. Basically, we got to understand that chanting the holy name has to be done with utter devotion, avoiding all 10 offences. This is how we chant the holy name without offences. How long will it take to chant pure Harinam and experience the ecstatic symptoms for someone on level 0? Once, some person in Radhakund, they asked one of the Babajis a similar question. It's a little different, but the question basically was that we have been chanting this Hare Krishna mantra for about 12 to 15 years, but we are not getting any taste from the chanting. The Babaji explained, and he smiled, and he said, you have been chanting for 12 to 15 years, and you say that you are not receiving any taste. In fact, I've been chanting here for the last 7 lifetimes, and now I am getting a little taste. So this answers your question, that one cannot say when the taste will come. So if one chants the pure name continuously, the taste will definitely come, but there is no time limit as to when the taste will come. How dangerous is inattention while chanting? One must understand that if one is inattentive while chanting, it means that one is committing aparad. It means that one is not focusing, one is basically calling the name Hare Krishna, but one's thought and mind is elsewhere. So this is not chanting the pure name of Krishna. This is called Nam Aparat, offensive chanting. So we must be careful of this. And how, or what is the solution to this? The solution to this is by continuous practice of chanting the names. Then slowly these useless thoughts and the mind wandering will go away. Once also Srila Prabhupada was asked this question, or a similar question about the mind wandering. And Srila Prabhupada explained that this is not a meditation. This is just chanting, and you have to listen to the mantra. So in the beginning the mind will wander. That is not serious, but as one constantly chants and chants and chants, then you will find that you will actually be able to control the mind and chant with full attention. Is there any shortcut, Prabhuji? I want to succeed in this lifetime. Okay, that's a very good question. Yes, you can succeed. It's not difficult at all. Prabhupada actually gave all the answers in his audios, in his books, everything. There is a shortcut process. And the shortcut process is to listen from the lips of a pure devotee and to associate with pure devotees. A devotee actually means one who is self-realized. That's a devotee. If you're not self-realized and you're practicing, you're called a sadhak. You're a follower. So we have to differentiate between who's a sadhak and who's a pure devotee. And Prabhupada has explained that we should listen to from the lips. So that's why I always recommend that we should listen to the bhajans, talks by Srila Prabhupada, and this will purify our heart, and gradually, and in this very lifetime, we'll be able to go back to Krishna. How to become humble? How to become humble It's not. It's something that one can just artificially say that I want to become humble. How you become humble? When you constantly chant the name Harinam without offences, you will come humble automatically. So there's no need to practice separately to become humble, but humility will come automatically when one chants Harinam continuously. The question was asked, can we offer respects to everyone, even if people are demonic? No, actually, the answer is that we offer respects according to one's position. So, a person who's a Mahabhagavat, the respect will be different. One who's aspiring, the respect will be different. So, we offer our respects according to one's level of devotion. So, this is very important to understand. And the mood is that when you say humbler than a blade of grass, basically means like grass, basically we trample on it and it does not protest. But in reality, it cannot protest because that is the constitution position. But we as human beings, we have intelligence and we can protest. So therefore it is said that we should be more humble than the blade of grass. Because the grass can't protest, but we can. So by us taking this humble position, we become more humble than the blade of grass. So this is important, how we should chant. Humility, offering respects, and being more tolerant than a tree. Like we know the tree is out there withstanding storms and so many bad conditions, but it tolerates it. So we should also tolerate all the so-called problems that we have. And this is what Gauranga Mahaprabhu taught us. So we should be more tolerant than a tree and ready to offer respects. So the three important things is humility, tolerance, and offering respects. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu explained, if we maintain this mood, then we will be able to constantly chant the name of Krishna. Kirtana Sada Hari. So we got to understand this very important verse, the mood of how to chant, how to get rid of offences, how to get rid of aparad. It's explained the only way to get rid of aparad is by chanting, chanting and chanting. There is no other way. So as we chant and chant and chant, then we keep our mind engaged like this. And so there is no chance of us getting involved in frivolous activities like gossiping, etc. So chanting prevents us from doing unnecessary things. This is very, very important. What happens if we accepted a guru that's not bona fide or that's not authentic? It's not a Mahabhagavat. And the Jaiva Dharma clearly explains that if you accepted a guru without proper understanding, then you can, this is one of the times you can reject that guru. So I hope this clarifies the point that is not an aparad if you didn't understand. And Bhagavad Gita is very, very clear. 4th chapter, 34th verse, it's explained by Lord Krishna himself that a guru can only be a self-realized soul. Why? Because that self-realized soul has seen the truth. That means he has seen himself, his person, his swarup, and he has seen the Lord. And Srila Prabhupada, you can read yourself in the purport to this verse. He says the secret of success is serving such a person, such a self-realized person. So we have to understand what is the secret. So if we say we don't have taste for chanting the holy name, then you can understand in most cases we don't have a proper guru. That is why we don't have the taste. In fact, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta was asked this question. In fact, they asked him, after receiving Diksha mantras, actually a mantra means the person, it's live. A mantra is life. So the question was asked to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, how come after receiving such live mantras, our minds are still agitated and we still unable to control our lust? Can you please explain this? And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta explained that you have not been given any mantras. In fact, it is said that the mantra is supposed to be blown into the right ears of the disciple. He said, but only air was blown into your ears, no mantra. So this is important to understand, that even if you receive the Diksha mantras and you're still not getting a taste, then you have not received the mantra, but only air was blown into your ears. This is very important. How can we understand the level of others' advancement? Firstly, we cannot judge. As a conditioned soul, how are we able to understand who's a Mahabhagavat, who's a pure devotee, and who is not? So it is very, very difficult for us to understand the level of others as long as we are conditioned. So, but if we want to know the qualifications of who is a Mahabhagavat, then this is all explained in the scriptures. Everything is explained. But trying to understand the level of other conditioned souls is not possible unless you are a realized soul. Another question, it is required to have a lot of shastric knowledge and be judgmental to understand the level of others' advancement. Actually, shastric knowledge is theoretical. And theoretical knowledge means understanding with one's intellect. And if one's intellect is imperfect, so that understanding will not necessarily be the truth. One may say it is like this, one may say it's not like this. But if two conditioned souls are arguing, so we will not be able to establish what is the truth. What is your view on Ritvik initiation, as Prabhupada appointed 11 disciples, Ritvik, for initiation after his disappearance? Thank you, Prabhu. It's a very, very, very good question about Ritvik. Okay, I'll explain that. And I think it's very, very important for us to understand this now. And this is very important, and I'm going to actually explain to you what Srila Bhaktisiddhanta said about this. But before I go to discuss what Srila Bhaktisiddhanta said, I would like to explain to you what is Ritvik. Ritvik is basically somebody acting on behalf of another. So when Srila Prabhupada was quite sick or he was unwell and he was not able to effectively give people initiation by giving them the names, etc., he appointed 11 of his GBC members to initiate on his behalf. That means when the initiation was done, it was not their disciples, but they initiated or they gave the name, etc., but it was done on Srila Prabhupada's behalf. So this is Ritvik. So Ritvik initiation means while the Guru is alive, you can act as a Ritvik. But if the Guru is not there, present in the physical body, then one cannot act as a Ritvik. So now I'm going to read what Srila Bhaktisiddhanta said about Ritvik. This is in the Nectar of Instruction of Immortality. The question was asked, if Jesus Christ was a Jagat Guru and his instructions capable of bringing us deliverance, why do we need a spiritual master? So basically, same question is asking, if Srila Prabhupada is the Jagat Guru, then what is the necessity of us accepting somebody else as spiritual master? And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta replied, we accept both the universal spiritual master and the initiating spiritual master. By accepting only the Jagat Guru, like we say Srila Prabhupada, we may face many anathas if at present we want to follow Christ's orders or Srila Prabhupada's orders by accepting him as Jagat Guru, and we think that we do not require an initiating spiritual master, we will certainly face the doubt about how well we can follow Christ's orders or Srila Prabhupada's orders. So therefore you need a living Guru, is explained. The Supreme Lord or Universal Jagat Guru delivers his instructions about the absolute truth only through the disciplic succession. So this is very important, explaining this concept that you need a living Guru. You cannot just accept Srila Prabhupada as Jagat Guru, who is Jagat Guru, but you also need a living Guru, because you may not understand some of the things that Srila Prabhupada said. So you need a living Guru to clarify, right? So Ritvik initiation or Ritvik process is not acceptable, and this is refuted by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta himself, that Ritvik initiation is not bona fide. You need a living Guru. So he goes on to explain, if the instructions of Jesus Christ gave 2000 years ago do not come in through disciplic succession, or if we have to sort them out from the books, this is what it is, we have to sort them out from the books, then perhaps we may create a blunder and accept a perversion of the truth taught in the name of Christianity. Just like this, there is so much confusion and we may misunderstand. This is a perversion of the truth. So we may even come to accept something opposite from what he taught. So this is what's happening. A lot of us are confused and we don't understand exactly what Srila Prabhupada meant or said, thinking it to be the actual philosophy. The initiating spiritual master, this is Srila Bhaktisiddhanta speaking, is also Jagat Guru, because he is a manifestation of the original Jagat Guru. Out of his causeless mercy, he delivers the message of the original Jagat Guru through the disciplic succession. He does not cheat or flatter the disciple, nor does he earn for any material gain. He is simply a messenger of the absolute truth. So from Srila Bhaktisiddhanta's explanation, we can see that the Ritvik process is not a bona fide process. We need to have a living Guru. Otherwise, there'll be lots of confusion. And if you don't have a living Guru, and assuming you accepted Srila Prabhupada's disciples as part of the guru-parampara, but if they are conditioned souls and they have so many disagreements among themselves, how will you know who is telling the truth or who is correct? With you being conditioned yourself. So one needs Guru. Guru means a realized perfect. Another question was asked also about Guru. Sometimes explanation is given that to follow the Guru-parampara, some of Srila Prabhupada's disciples had to accept, otherwise the Guru-parampara wouldn't exist. This is not true actually. The tattva, the truth is that a Guru-parampara does not belong to an institution. The parampara, like when Lord Krishna appointed Arjun as the successor to a new parampara, it was not an institution. So there's no ways to say that the parampara wouldn't have gone on because of an institute. So I hope this clarifies the point. Radhakrishna Prabhuji, he asked, I heard that only a Madhyama devotee can preach, and then an Uttama won't preach. It means that Uttama won't give any instructions. Actually, the Jaiva Dharma explains that only an Uttama Adhikari can preach, not a Madhyama. Though a Madhyama is constantly chanting, but because he has still not perfected himself, that's why he's still on the middle level. He cannot. But an Uttama Adhikari, because he's on the highest level, he can impart faith or transmit faith into the disciple or into the sadhak and be able to make them change their mood and understand. Whereas a Kanishta or a Madhyama, if he preaches, because he is not realized, then this is regarded as one of the offences. To preach the glories of the holy name is one of the 10 offences. So therefore, only an Uttama Adhikari can preach. And sometimes people say that Srila Prabhupada asked us to preach. No, he didn't ask us to preach. He asked us to distribute his books. He said, what a few minutes of your preaching can do. He wanted us to distribute his books. Because he himself used to read his own books, because he said that these were the words of Krishna. He was just a messenger. So this is the message he wanted to pass. So yes, only a Uttama Adhikari can preach. Another question by Ananda. How do you feel about the argument prevalent today that the Guru is a postman? He doesn't need to be pure just to deliver the message unchanged. Yes, Srila Prabhupada did explain that yes, we are postmen, and I accept that. But as long as we deliver the message unchanged, if we change, then we are not bona fide postmen. Because postman only delivers the letter, he doesn't interfere. So like recently we have seen how within our institute, people have changed Srila Prabhupada's words because they think they know more. They can speak better English than him. They change the Guru's words. This is not a postman. A postman doesn't do that. He doesn't take the letter and rewrite the letter and say, now this is the letter. No, that is completely wrong. So yes, postman is okay, but a postman who does not change. Okay, next question, Durga. She asked, please explain what are the duties of the student to his Guru. Actually, one should understand that the Guru is a representative of Krishna and he should be given the same respect. One should not think the Guru to be a material person. The Guru is actually a tattva. It's a tattva. It's a truth. So we should serve the Guru in the same way that we will serve the Lord. Because he is the messenger. He delivers the Lord's message. So when we serve the Guru, then the Guru actually delivers this service to the Supreme Lord. Because the Lord won't accept your service as a conditioned soul. So the only way to serve the Lord is to serve the Lord through the Guru. There's no other way. Because the Lord is not going to accept the service of a person who is not his pure devotee, the perfected soul. So it's very important that we understand that the only way is to serve the Guru. In fact, it is said that those who accept the Lord and don't accept the Guru or his pure devotees is called a materialistic devotee or a bhakta. Deepak Sharma asked, how are shastras manifested by himself in the heart of a devotee by chanting Harinam? Please clarify. Very nice question, Deepak Prabhu. Yes, because the name of the Lord is none different from the Lord. So when we chant the pure name under the guidance of a pure devotee, then this name becomes none different from the Lord. And because it becomes none different, then all realization, all perfection comes. So in this way, by chanting the name, which is none different from the Lord, the manifestation comes from within the heart of the devotee, and one realizes everything. So the main concept is to understand that the name and the Lord is none different. And included in the name is everything, his form, his leelas, his pastimes, everything is in the name. Okay, another question by Anex Prabhu. If I chant 64 rounds, even with imperfections, is going to Vaikuntha guaranteed? Okay, it's an interesting question. It's explained that when we chant, we're supposed to chant with full faith and with devotion. If we just utter some syllables and some mantras, then there is no guarantee. The only guarantee that we'll go back is by us constantly chanting the name, or 64 rounds, or whatever it is. Even if you chant one round, but if you Shuddhanam, it's a pure name, then your process has started. Then you are guaranteed on your way back to Godhead. But chanting 64 rounds, mechanically, you are not guaranteed. But at least you are following Gauranga Mahaprabhu's instructions to chant 100,000 names daily. So at least you accepted that. So you're on the path. of going back. But guaranteed to go back just by saying I chant 64 rounds mechanically, no, there's no guarantee that you will go back. Thank you very much, Prabhus and Vaishnavis. Hare Krishna.